telling you. Because it's a little beautiful comedy. That you are raised here, introduced to the things of the Spirit, and then you get disappointed with one thing. And from nowhere, you say, my father is this one. What do you mean by fatherhood? Fatherhood is the one who has raised you, introduced you, brings you into the presence of God. It's not the one you admire at that particular time. Pure spiritual comedy. Many of you have seen it, this comedy everywhere. It's like it's a generation that is confused. Like the Corinthians. Paul had to remind them. You may have so many instructors you admire, but hey, I am the one who raised you. It was a confused group. And Paul had to say, hey, the fact that Apollos came, but don't forget the one who introduced you, the one who really gave birth to you. Have you seen the comedy now? It's not intended for the angels. I don't think angels can laugh at this. They will feel bad and feel sorry for this. Okay. Maybe because we don't know the impact and effect of those decisions and statements we make. And that's what I'm saying. We have to learn. All those people that were raised didn't want to remain or to honor their beginnings. You don't lose anything. You don't lose anything. But they did. Made serious, mistakes in the spirit. Guess what happened? Everything else that they got from this man, they lost it. And today, you can't even meet one. They're all gone. Mistakes people do. And possibly some of them didn't even know how to measure. To measure. Yeah. That I may have something similar. But what is the level? How much have I gotten? And then it's very bad, it's very pathetic, because some of these people killed very big destinies that could have changed the world. Yeah. Because genuinely, they got an impartation. They got an impartation. But because they were not well trained, they ran with 2. Before they got to 5. To 10. And then 2 wasn't enough to deal with the challenges. And then after 1 year, they couldn't continue. That's one side of it. Another side is where you get disappointed that you are receiving and it's not working, it's not producing results. And then you decide, I think maybe I'm not intended to ever see this in my life. How many of you have ever, oh no, don't raise your hand. Okay, it ever happens. Sometimes just because you're not seeing the results inspire you. For your information, spiritual hunger grows when you are eating, not when you don't have food. That's the difference with the spiritual hunger. If you are really getting something in your life and you can see the results of it, they arouse hunger inside. You get more hungry the more you are eating and releasing it. If you see a person has resorted not to be prayed for anymore, he's not eating, He's not seeing the results. Then he says, tigwa kangati olambuye kukuza kwati kuze pakanaliti ndi makumanaso ndi munthu winaso ameneso wamthupiso kuti ino abale kuti sizinakwanire. No, sizokwana. You tell that person ndizaziwa kuti zakwana when the results are exactly like what the Bible says. But as long as I don't produce the scripture results, I will still remain hungry and keep on receiving until when I see the gift of Daniel working in me. Oh yes, I will know then I'm wise. I have received. In fact, for information, Jesus is more than Daniel.
Yes, Daniel.
So you have to surpass the wisdom of Daniel. If you can't match up to Daniel, you still have a wrong way to receive. Long way to receive. So you see, let's not be fooled. That's why I'm bringing this. The things are in measures. They are in measures. Some of you, you are giving up when you were just 2 steps to get the full measure and begin to see the full results. 100-fold results. Okay. Before I lead this one, let me just show you something that can help you to understand these things that we are all dealing with. Before we look at this one, let's go to Matthew chapter 13.
Matthew 13.
Today is going to be good. Oh, Father, thank you so much. Blessed be your name. Blessed be your name. Chapter 13. Let's look at verse 22 and 23 on the parable of a sower. Now you notice that on the parable of a sower, we are going to look at the last ground. And the last ground is fruitful ground. But look at what measures of fruits. The same ground. Rather, it's the description of the ground is fruitful. It's a good ground, rather. Okay? But look at what it produces. It's all good ground. But look what the Bible is going to say. He also that received the seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world, and the deceitful of riches choked the word, and he became unfruitful. This is the first one. The last but one. Okay? Go to 23. But he that received the seed into the good ground. So we are the good ground now. Is he that heareth the word and understands it. So everybody is a good ground here. What you are seeing there is a good ground there. Everyone is understanding. But it says, which also beareth fruit. So this is a fruitful ground. And it bringeth forth some, look at that, 100-fold. Some never go to 100-fold. 60. Some 30. The results are different. But it's the same good ground. Why should the same good ground produce different results? Measures. So if you're 30, you are not 100-fold. Don't. Because this is similar. No, both of you are fruitful. Hey. That should not be the reason to stop receiving. Because you will be placed in a situation that requires 60-fold. You will choke. Or else you will limit godly opportunities. Why should God open a door that requires 140 to a 30-fold person? It's like killing him. The Lord will be too much for you to carry. So you may see that God intended you to do so much. The opportunities are there, but what you have cannot contain it. What you have is little. You have it, yes, but it's not enough to handle that situation. Like some of us are ministers here. Your demise says, oh, I would want one day to be able to travel, going around, going to Salima, going to Mzuzu, and coming back to Limbuli, all the 2 services in a day, seeing the power of God and all those things. That's very good. And then you have a little. You line up the services. Limbuli, Lucheza, Cholo. You start Limbuli. By the end of 1 hour, they are carrying you. The tongue is out. Or else one day, because out of, you don't want to be ashamed, you force yourself. Everybody will be feeling sorry for you. But you push yourself. Tomorrow, they hear you cannot wake up. You can't wake up. Mbasana zuke. Nanga cholo na kudigirira tulero fa. Postpone it. So the opportunities may be there. But get enough that can take you through. That's how it happens in the spirit. That's how it happens in the spirit. There are times when these bodies are like transformed. Transformed. I was in Mangochi. Mangochi, I think, was a different experience in terms of the demons. Amazing. They were, you could tell when they just start to manifest. They are very fierce. But you could deal with them in a second. Hey, I remember, I don't know, I really don't know. On this other side, I think she was coming from a different faith. Because I could see the dressing. Very beautiful sister. Very beautiful sister. With these things. What you call these things? The ladies you put that you take them off. Wig. Yeah. Wig. Okay? So she was in a wig. I wouldn't expect there is something wrong in her. Seriously. With the beauty outside, you wouldn't expect. Remember her now. In a beautiful sister like you. Men, be careful. Most of those of you that are not married yet. Now, you don't deal with those kind of demons. 16, 17, 26 in a meeting. And you think you are still normal. Unless you have it in your tank. Because every time you deal with the demonic activities, before you cast it out, it leaves 2 punches on you. Spiritually. Seriously. Do you see the God? It fights back. Fights back. The reason why it did like that, changed the eyes and do like this, it was fighting back in the spirit. It was fighting back. And then when you don't have what it takes, you die spiritually. Get choked. Yeah. Somebody